Started out on live, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the site faded, I had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing lost to the grind. Talking crypto games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle wine. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand vibes, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jack and crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle wine. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle wine. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script is how we play a game. From start to next time, chasing fame. With gear behind me, changing scenes. So through the internet, living out the dream. Got my acoustic strum, curing it chill. Far cracking jokes, go stop the thrill. In the end, the kiwis, we ride the waves. Our streams phone, no better days. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Hello, the internet. It is Sunday, the 17th of May, 2026, and welcome back to the channel. Well, it didn't last long. My ban on Twitch, one day, totes. Twitch reneged. What's the word? Reverted. They reverted my ban. I did not cop a sexually explicit content ban. Somebody made a boop-boo. Somebody boop-booped over at Twitch. Well, not somebody. The AI just triggered the wrong kind of message to my channel. Let's have a look for the content here. I've got it already ready to roll. Hello, gives a minute. A member of our team has reviewed your appeal and determined that your account was suspended or blocked due to a mistake on our part. That's nice of them to own up. We have now reversed the suspension on your account, so you are once again free to use Twitch. Please accept our apologies for any inconvenience or confusion this may have caused. Your account is now unsuspended and you are once again free to use our services. And there is a warning though, make sure to stay informed by familiarizing yourself with our terms of services and community guidelines. And then there's specifics for the different jurisdictions that you may be living in. I find that interesting that they made a mistake, yet they still feel the need to say, and by the way, maybe next time we won't, maybe you will. You know why this sucks though? Because what Twitch doesn't know, because of my one-day suspension, was they essentially missed out on an 8-hour IRL stream on their platform. I streamed for 8 hours yesterday from George Boyd Lookout. We drove there, we streamed, we talked, we chatted, we had a great sunset, well, a quick sunset, and none of it went to Twitch. So they didn't get any of that. So sucked in Twitch. It went to Valora though. It went to Valora, it went to YouTube, it went to, well, not DLive, it went to the Nemo VP zone. Where else am I pilled? Rumble, BitChute, Social.Arena, FC2. It went everywhere but Twitch because of their bannage from yesterday. We were talking about the ban and Comptech kind of said maybe It might have been because of the album artwork on Devo's Hardcore album. If you want to go and have a look at that yourself, feel free. I'm not going to bring it up here just in case that was what triggered the algorithm. See, this is what I think happened. Potentially the artwork for Hardcore, which does include boobs, there are boobs on that artwork, kind of small in the background or not main focus, but the scene is a lot of people having an enjoyable time together, but it's all clothed except for one person who happens to be a female, and there are boobs. Now, Comtech was saying maybe that's what tripped it up, but what I think happened was the person who went to review it after the fact maybe only skimmed through 20 minutes and then realized we're just playing music and there's nothing sexual about it, and they might not have got to the time when that Devo song was played. That's what I think anyway. Because, sure, I mean, yeah, there are boobs. Are boobs sexually explicit? Probably, right? Depending on how they're being used. Either way, Dale, hello. You were first to the stream on Valora. Good to see you, man. By the way, just another little not a reminder, but just a thank you for everybody that did join me yesterday. That was a fun, thoroughly enjoyable, if not technical. Do you know what I narrowly avoided doing? I almost messed up, and I got to a point where I ended the stream, so as I thought, using the Go Lightstream app. I ended it, and then I put it down and I went to do some other faffing around or whatever. And I thought, you know what I should do? I should just double check that it did end. And lo and behold, it had not ended. There is a little, not a gimmick, a glitch, a little hack that I've discovered with Go Lightstream. If you use the remote, which I do when I'm in the field, I use the app on my phone. It's not an app, it's just it's a phone version of their website, and it just gives you a layout, a very simple start stream, change the scene, or end stream. That's how I've got it set up. I've discovered if you don't Command R, like if you don't refresh that trouser before you make a selection, it says that it's done the thing, but in actual fact, it hasn't registered it in the back end. I'll show you what that app looks like, just out of curiosity for you yahoos. I always do it. I always view it in Safari. Oh, now it's off that tab. Hold on a second. Yeah. So that's what the app looks like. And essentially that go live on it. It's just refreshing its trousers right now. I didn't even do that, but that's interesting. And it always says allow microphone access. But anyway, so if I was live in the IRL sphere, that go live on RTMP would be red and the stream would be running. And I would then just tap on that square there to end the stream. But if you don't refresh that what's going on? Excuse me. If you don't refresh that trouser, even though it looks like it's done the thing, it actually hasn't. And so after about, I think, 18 minutes or so, I came back in just to check, and I was like, oh, shit, it's still running. So I hit outro again, and it worked. But if I didn't check that, I would have gone to sleep, and the stream would have been still running. There would have been an 8-hour or 10-hour black ending to the stream. It's done. I've done it before. So, yeah, narrowly avoided. Also, I feel like I know that I've said I'm not going to talk about the relationship and this and that, and then we start talking. The thing is, a lot of it's cathartic for me. A lot of it is working through that saga. And like I said multiple times yesterday, we've been apart longer than we were together. So the amount of time that we've been broken up is longer than the time that I've known that person for. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. No, because that's double. No, but it makes sense that the time that we were together is now shorter than the time that we've been apart. So that's, I don't know, like I'm a numbers kind of person, and like I like it when things kind of fit in like that, slot in nicely, and it just all kind of equals itself out. So my process is tailoring down. I'm almost done with my medications. Actually, I've still got. Well, I'm going down to 3 cutting it into thirds instead of halves. And once that's done, it's completely over. And I've only got 2 more appointments with my therapist, and then I don't think I'm going to need her anyway. So, and when we get talking about it, I find it very. I mean, aside from that end of summer stream, which was just out of control, anger, I find because I did watch that back again today, I find that it's very succinct where I'm at in the steps moving on from here. Like, it's very clear where I'm at. Yeah. And we didn't do it for that long. I mean, it was the end of the stream, I guess, the dark end of the stream. The sunset wasn't great. It was nice talking to those people that turned up. Yo, hey, Tina, if you're watching, I don't know if she tuned. I mean, I did get a sub from her on the Tubes of You. And the other gentleman, I can't remember his name, the one on the motorcycle. But a lot of that for me was just making certain that all the gear's working. Now I've got all the stuff charging here. I ran everything down to the bottom, and I'm charging it all up because in a couple more weeks, I think not this coming weekend, the weekend after, I'll be doing the road trip to see Doug. And that'll be interesting. I kind of want to. It doesn't matter. I want to do something. I want to do some technical thing. I bought a better light strip, so that one that wasn't working, I actually pulled the first one off, and instead of just having 2 that it needs to be plugged into 2 separate spaces, I just got a longer one. So now I'm just going to have one individual. What else? It's kind of nice that the chat's quiet here at the moment because I can get all this out. Oh, so after we come back from the coffee break, there's been I didn't open up Discord. Let me just read the announcement. Oh, well, we can do it later. But there's been Angel from beamstream.gg did like an interview with a streamer here who's here on Valora too, I believe. Broken Bones TV, I think it is Broken Bones TV. Had a chat with Angel about FTL and beamstream.gg V2. Now, I couldn't watch it because it was at 4 a.m. this morning, but the VOD of it is up on Broken Bones' channel. So I just want to go and watch it. It's probably about an hour worth. We'll just kind of hang out and we'll watch it and we'll like see what's the crack. Like, That's probably what we're going to do. I don't think we're going to do anything else here. I've got to cook dinner tonight, a barbecue, so I'll be bailing here. I guess we'll hang out for a couple of hours. I do have a little. I was going to get a coffee, but I do still have. Didn't drink. That's a dark bottle. You can't really see. I guess there's just a little under half left of that, so maybe I'll have that instead of the coffee. Although I do like a Sunday coffee and a cookie. I'll probably have a whiskey later. Actually, that's probably better to hold off onto that for barbecue. But good fun times. So I actually did a little mission this morning after I left the George Boyd Lookout. I went along, what was the place called? Luncheon Creek. Luncheon Creek Fire Trail. I went along there. No, it wasn't that great, but did get... Okay, you got here second. Netskis. Oh, I want to fix that alert. Why does that not come up? Netskis. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. That serves as a reminder to see if I can't fix that trouser. Shafunk, how you doing, man? Valora glitched on logging in just now. Valora glitched. Did it now? Let's bring up Valora. I got this little button to open up Valora. It should put it on this monitor. Yep, swish. So Valora glitched for you, did it? Interesting. It looks fine at me. I log in and it immediately logged out. Okay. Not sure what the crack with that is. I wanted to find out, let's go to my channel, create a dashboard, I suppose. When you claim the first and second to the stream, like these alerts here, they work here. Like in the chat, Dale Bold was the first to the stream. Dale Bold has been first 12 times. Netski was second to the stream. NetTV has been second 1 time. So that's working, but on the on-screen pop-up, it doesn't seem to work. And I just wonder, I mean, it doesn't give the amount. And I just wonder if it's in here. No, it's not in there. Alerts and rewards. I wonder if it's something I've got to trip up here. Library access, global sharing, display settings. No, not there. Okay, I wonder where it is. Channel points. It might be under here. Yeah, here we go. First on. Okay, enable reward. Title first. Custom title gets first appended automatically. The line number 1, username was first to the stream. Line 2, this is their something times time claiming place. So why doesn't that work? And I want that to go for 10 seconds. Why doesn't that work then? That should work, right? Unless that coding is incorrect. Username was first to the stream. This is their times claim count, time claiming place. That should work, right? I'm going to just save it on 10 seconds, but that should be working. I mean, that's obviously a coding issue at the back end, but I'll just change the second place as well. I could just remove the that other one was in bounce mode. I'll put it back in bounce. Netsky, I watched a black stream for a while this morning as you were still live. We actually just talked about that. No, you didn't. Not this morning, you mean? When did you watch that? When did you watch that? Because I stopped. I was about 20. It was about 18 minutes after I ended the stream that I realized it didn't actually end. My morning. Okay, so yeah. It wasn't very long. Yeah. No, I got onto that. I in the back of my mind, as I ended that stream, I was like, don't forget to double check. Don't forget to double check. And then I forgot to double check. But then I reminded myself a little whiles later. Yeah. Well, it was still saying live today. On what platform? What platform was it still saying it was live at? Because that's kind of odd skis. On Valora? Nah, dude. Nah. Because if that was the case, in the VOD section here, in the VOD library, this 8-hour 53 would then go for way longer. If that was the case, because that was the stream went for about 8 hours. Like in terms of me being there, it went for about 8 hours and 40 minutes or so. But then there was about 15 minutes at the end. It said 11 hours something. So what's probably gone on there, and this is all I can say at this point, is that your end, like at your end, your viewing experience, unless you refreshed, might have glitched out and said it was still live. That's all I can say, because it's clear that the VOD only went for 8 hours 53, right? That's clear as anything. 8 hours 53:37. But yeah, potentially yours, because if my stream was still active and live, this would have clipped the entire VOD and it would have gone for 15, 16, 18 hours or something. So just know that you're wrong, but I appreciate it. And I caught on to it. By the way, I don't know why these thumbnails don't display. Maybe because they're private. They're not public on YouTube. Because that's another way to check it. The actual feed that went to YouTube was 8 hours and 53 minutes. So whatever. Pilled also said you were live, but it wasn't. It's okay. So Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Pilled. Does Pilled have VODs? Does Pilled have VODs? Oh, that's not Pilled, that's VP Zone. Hang on, let me open up Pilled here. Does Pilled store VODs on your channel by default, or have you got a... What's this? 2 notifications. 22 hours ago. That's the stream there. 3 pills, 1 repost. Can I play it? They had a play button, but it didn't do anything. Yo, Shafung, I wish I had VODs turned on, but I didn't want to annoy YouTube with possible start and restarts like it did one night I was streaming. Well, interesting you should bring that up, Shafunk. You can set the VOD on Valora to upload to an unlisted upload. You can put it in a playlist that's not public. Yeah. It doesn't have to trigger an alert. It won't trigger an alert if it's unlisted. So that's a way around that. Why is this? Is this not how VODs work? You can't press play on it? 73 views on that. That's pretty rad. I'm not sure how this site works, dude. So there's my... Someone reposted it. I'm not sure how YouTube like it when a stream goes on and off trying to upload constantly. YouTube. Right. Right. How YouTube likes it or how YouTube responds to it? Okay, so there is my VOD.
Stop overpaying for a subsidy you're no longer getting. Take back control of your...
I'll just kill the ad. Skipping 8. You never know with automated moderation systems like temp banning from uploading. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So what the crack is with the VODs on Pilled? It says it's here, but it's not here? That's a bit weird. Download video? Can you download it? Maybe it's just that stream. It's a bit weird. Let's see the one from yesterday. Okay, that one's working. Okay, maybe you're right, Netskis. Maybe there was something wrong with this stream because it's not playing there. But yet it plays fine on YouTube. Oh. It's not on Twitch. I can't go to... No, let's have a look at Kick then. Let's take a look at the Kick machine. Does Kick do VODs? Studio VODs. Yeah, okay. So here it is on Kick, 8 hours 53. I wonder why some of them don't... Like, is this going to play, Skins? Yeah. The one where he goes... BRB. Well, it stood out with me, but I never actually actioned that quote, but it did stand out. Yeah, so here's the blackness at the end.
Hey, streaming every night.
And then there's this part of blackness. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there, Netsky, but the VOD... So either way, I was onto it that I hadn't actually stopped the feed, and I went in and stopped it. Now, I'm not sure what other platforms do at their end. Do you know what it more than likely is? The way it sounds like. For a long format stream, maybe some platforms have trouble finalizing and capping it off. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it because I don't even know what I'm trying to explain. But you know when they segment like a large file and they've got to then encapsulate it at the end or put it into a housing, like a house, like give it the extension and that. Maybe there was something, maybe some platforms do that process different to others, because I know that I stopped it and I verified that it was not running. I only verified it on YouTube because that's the one that, in my mind, that's the one that stores them permanently in the best quality. Problem stitching. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Shafunk. Stitching. Yo, Dale, how you doing, man? So that extra 2 hours never got stitched. It wasn't 2 hours. It was like 18 minutes. I was onto it straight away. Like, not straight away, but more or less it was like 18 minutes. But yeah, I have in the past, I've not been onto it and it's gone live for like another 15 hours and shit. That's kind of crazy. I remember when I was in New Zealand, I woke up the next day, went to work, came back another 12 hours later and went, the fuck, I'm getting notifications. I looked down at my stream. It was like, I've been live for 18 hours. And I'm like, holy shit. Then why say you streamed 11 hours instead of 8? I didn't say 11. I've said 8 the whole time. Why did I say, when did you hear 11? I've never said 11. I've said 8. I streamed for 8 hours yesterday. I finished at about 8 hours and 40 minutes, but then by 8 hours 50, I'd realized it hadn't actually stopped. Shafunk 123 new subscriber Net TV said 11 hours something. That was Net TV. That was what he was saying. That's not what I said. Then why he say you streamed? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That wasn't me saying that though. But either way, I wanted just to say how fun that was. Like, and like the tech works better. Starlink, that's what I wanted to tell you guys about Starlink. The price went up. Instead of $195, Starlink is now $210. However, take a look at my service credits from referral links on Starlink. This is amazing. I'm thanking everyone that's used my referral link. I've referred 21 users and I have 9 months of credit towards my account. Look at that. Users referred 21. Out of those 21, 9 of them have signed up and have used my referral link and they've got themselves a free month, and I've got 9 free months coming. So that's super slick. At that juncture, I'm going to post this in the Valora chat. If you want to use a Starlink referral, if you ever want to sign up to Starlink, you know what the thing is, man. You you don't have to use mine, but use a referral because you get a month free. If you don't use a referral, you pay the first month. If you use a referral, you pay the first month, the next month is free. So sick. At this rate, Starlink will be paying you pretty soon. Well, 9 months, I mean, I'm pretty psyched on that. Like, and you know what else is rad about 21 referred? Out of those 21, 9 of them have gone through and done the final process and have activated their service. That means there's still 9 more to do that, right? How much is 9 and 9? 21? Yeah. I was never that good with math. But that's interesting that came through this morning. Your Starlink is going up, and I'm like, mine's not, because I've got the 9 referrals. So until the next 9 months, when they put the prices up again, I'm good. Shafunk, years ago, I sent out a referral for a web host and I got 3 months per referral, ended up with 2 years worth. Nice, man. Yeah, nice. I've got a video that's, I guess it's only like a 30-second video or something, and it's very quick and simple, and it just tells you, here is the referral link, use it for free, down below, and I've sent that out everywhere. And seems to be working. So psyched on that, stoked on that, happiness for that. What else was I going to tell you? Well, here is the, we'll flip this after the break, but we're going to watch Broken Bones stream about Beam 2.0, talking with Angel Munoz, the man behind Beam Stream, and we've got this ready to go, and we'll take a look at that in a little while. I'm going to dump out I'm going to jump out? I'm going to jump out and grab a coffee. I'm going to leave you with a surfing clip from yesterday, no, the day before, where I put my elbow through my 7S Superfish, which is now, I've cut the big circle off the front of it and I've been drying out the styrofoam. Yeah, the Beam interview should be interesting. Now, Benon, Elon Musk sucks. How dare you disagree? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to fixing the surfboard, getting back out there. Not working tomorrow, so I'll be live again tomorrow, but we got some cool stuff to do here today. One of them is going to be this clip from a few days ago of surfboarding. I'll be right back with a coffee.
Well, this is a bit of a throwback. This morning I'm riding the 7S Superfish from Global Surf Industries, and I'm not really enjoying how big this thing is. It's a tank. After the toothpick, by the way, the toothpick is getting repaired at Entity Surfboards right here in town, so that'll be out of action for a little while, and I figured I'm not gonna stop surfboarding. I got the Superfish. I tell you, this thing's causing me, I feel really heavy. I feel really cumbersome. I can't throw this thing around at all. Things like duck diving, just everything's more difficult on a fatter board. I should stop my whinging and just be thankful I have spare boards to ride. No. Look at that. Ow! About 3 waves ago, I said I hurt my arm. Yeah, I know I smashed it somewhere. I just turned the 7S Superfish upside down and I got an almighty ding. Look at that. Ah, dude. One surf back. This is a fill-in board and I've just ruined it on day 1. And my arm is caning. Oh man. Alright, well I better go in, get this thing out of the water. Or maybe I'll try to repair it myself, let it dry out for a few days and give it a repair job.
All right. Oh. Wait. Where are my glasses? Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. I'll be right back with my glasses. The button's not working.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
One of the wettest we've ever seen. Hold on a second. I've got to get my glasses. Okay. Getting old, man. Leaving shit everywhere. Glasses. Forgetting my head when it's not screwed on. Let's also open up the Discordation. The Discord. Excuse me. Yep. The Discord. And I just want to read to you the announcement from Angel. Was it in the updates? Yeah. Hey, everyone. Join tomorrow live at beamstream.gg/brokenbone as Broken Bone and I will be discussing, with our very own Angel Munoz, the CEO of Beam, about the faster than light technology, Beam 2.0, and upcoming Beam features. The fun will be had at Sunday, the 17th of May at 4 a.m. Yes, that time is auto-adjusted to your local time. That's why I didn't tune in, because it was at 4 a.m. this morning. But here is the post as it went through the Discord, just for you to see and screenshot that you can see that it's there. And so now what we're going to do is take a look at the replay of said stream. Here it is. This is the... That's too big? No, that's as big as it goes. This is Broken Bone's channel. And we're going to learn about Beam 2.0 and faster than light. If you're not interested in this... Wow, what happened then to the chat? It just went rocketing by. Faster than light is false advertising. I'm going to sue. Right on. Okay. We got volume here? Oh, wait, hang on. No, that's muted. Muted hard.
With your stream, try to
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on there? And that's a great start. Let me command refresh my trouser. Is it muted again?
So anyway,
No.
so leave things as they are. Let's not stress over it. You can hear me. I can hear you.
No.
People can probably see you on the stream. They could probably see me. They'll see beautiful Bon Italiana. And that's all that matters.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Let's just go with what let's play the cards that how they were dealt.
Exactly that.
Anyway, I'm sorry to hear that you're ill. That's not a good thing.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
It happens. It comes around every every sort of summer for me. I suffer from allergies a little bit, so it catches me a little bit off guard and hits my immune system. So I've been feeling a little bit.
By the way, like I said at the start, we're watching this because this directly affects my streams, and it should affect yours as well, because Beam is critical to the process. Beam and Valora together are working hand in hand to change the landscape of live streaming for certain. This is important.
Fair kind of relationship, because you guys are at each other like you've been a married couple for many years sometimes. So
I'm assuming we're listening to Angel, but we're not going to see him. He's just an audio feed in, I guess.
Obviously. But what happens, Bones, to these players using is frankly antiquated.
Well, that's weird. Whenever I pause it and let it go, it jumps forward.
Viewers, or we launch Beam.
Oh man, that's weird. Okay, the player is sketchy as shit here on Beam. I can't click on the back button and if I click on the back to like 2 minutes and then press play,
a number of
it jumps forward
attached to it beyond the fact.
What the hell?
So to answer your question,
I'm going to try opening this up in a different browser trouser. It could be a Brave thing. I'm going to try opening it up in Firefox. That's weird, right? Did you see that? If I click on the scrub bar, it actually goes back and then forward. So let's just paste that into a Firefox trouser browser. It's not muted.
Let's not stress over it. You can hear me. I can hear you.
Pause it again. Play.
As you know, Bones,
see?
I like to call you.
We'll just let it play.
I frequent.
Yo, Elsa. How you doing, man? Congrats on the unbanned. What was up with that, if you don't mind repeating? They made a mistake. No indication of what it was, except that it was a mistake at Twitch's end. And they apologized. And then they also made me reminded me to look at the terms of service, though. Even though I didn't do anything wrong and they made the mistake, they did carefully remind me of terms of service. Probably takes up to live is all. Probably takes up to live is all. This is not a feed, though. This is a VOD from like 12 hours ago.
A super sweet soul, and you guys are so
weird.
I was joking with both of you about your love affair kind of relationship, because you guys are at each other like you've been.
Wait. Now hold on. Broken Bone streams everywhere. Have we got a Broken Bone on YouTube? Hope so. We got a Tooth Boy on YouTube. We're not watching.
That's going to be weird.
That's going to be weird. That is going to be weird. Let's find Broken Bone. Might be difficult to find this channel. Broken Bones. Yeah. Wait, doesn't he have like a about section?
Shut.
Oh, dude, it's clunkified. Pretty clunky. Where is Broken Bone? Broken Bone channel. Broken Bone. Kick Party. No YouTube? Let's take a look at it on Kick. No YouTube. Are you serious? 12 hours ago. Arc Raiders. One View 12. Which one is it? Oh, this is going to be really difficult to find. You don't give your streams titles. What the crikey? I just want to. Okay, no, this sucks. Okay, this is not very awesome. So it was the one where he's got the couch in the corner. Oh, it's always the couch. He looks the same. He looks the same across the stratosphere. 18 minutes, 52, 1 hour and 7. I guess it's the 1 hour and 7 one, right? I don't know. We'll just hit this one. Skip forward to the start.
It's very stressful.
Is this it?
Oh my God, stress.
He's having a hard time either way. Let's.
All right, let me just check my link quickly.
Wow.
All right, let me just make sure I got this correct. Much anxiety right now, it's insane. Theodore, can you get Angel to send me the link again? For some reason it's not working. But yeah, I can. I'll do that one sec. So
this is the right feed. We're onto it. Yo, Elfsar, how you doing, man? Elfie in the house. It's amazing how many people, how many streamers never take the viewing position to see what others experience. I look at my stuff and cringe constantly. That's called feedback, man. Very important to do that. I don't think. I mean, I do it for my stuff. I don't think Broken Bone does it though. I don't know. I'm. Get off there. Look at that Nemo comment. What kind of music genres do I like? Well, how long have you got?
Okay, let's have a look.
At least the kick playback is easier to navigate.
Yes, TA. Appreciate and do it from the SR. Okay.
The answer is I've got my own music genre. It's called and you've got to be to appreciate it, to understand it, and to enjoy it.
Firstly, try and at least get into this Beacon Max call. Holy smolies.
Yo, Elfstar, does this give you a pleasant feeling that a lot of streamers have tech issues? Remember your stream with the tech issues on the panel? We've all been here.
Okay, why is nothing working for me? Oh my God, I'm actually losing my mind.
Yeah.
Not one bit, but okay.
I know the feeling, Broken Bone.
Hang on. Which is annoying.
He's sweating as well.
There we go. Oh my God. Do you know how long I've been trying to open my emails today?
He had a YouTube tag up, but he doesn't promote it anywhere. I couldn't find him on YouTube. Broken Bone, filters by channel. Is this him? 45 subs? Nah. We've got it here on the kick machine. We'll get there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cheers, Angel. Thank you. I just got to click it. Yeah. There we go. Let's see if we can actually do that.
He is having a
Like, click.
A Barry Crocker.
Holy smokes.
18 minutes this went for.
There you are.
Ugh, that's a good sound.
Wowza. What a day, Angel. What a day. Bear with me.
What a day, what a day.
The moment. FTL, faster than light.
I know Theo did ask me to change the settings. I'm not going to lie. I'm absolutely terrified to press any button right now.
He's stressed out right now, huh?
Right, see if I can get a camera on at least for you. Well, okay, that's not even... That's...
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just leave it. Leave it like it is.
This makes me so not fortunate. This makes me feel so happy that we've got our shit down. We can do call-ins at the drop of a hat. We know it already works. It works Discord is the way to do it. It works flawlessly. Yeah, when I see people struggling, it hurts me because we've all been there, and I wish that everybody could get over it, like get past it. Sorry, get past it. I meant not get over it.
Explain what's going on.
What a nightmare! What a nightmare!
Breathe in.
An interesting start to my day. But I hope you
Teach me, Sempi. There's not much to it.
Are you not feeling well? Are you sick?
You know what the key to it for me was this hardware device called the Rodecaster Pro 2. Just the way that takes inputs and then outputs them back out. That's been like that device coupled with loopback audio on a Mac and OBS. It all just fits in perfectly. Senpai. I'm a senpai. I know that's a reference to something, but I'm not sure what that is.
Yes. Sadly, I am. Yeah, I'm a bit sick. Yeah, it did. Yeah, and when I tried to turn the toaster on today,
you need to try pilled call-ins. Gives way better than that Discord. Hey Netsky, I'm not going to do that because I've got my shit down now, and I mean you've seen me struggle like broken bone for a long while. I've got it all. It works now. In the words of someone wise, don't fucking touch it. Just leave it as it works because it works really well.
Something it wanted to do.
I see.
What a joyous occasion.
Yeah.
How are you doing though yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. You know,
A pleasure as always.
Yeah. No, I try to keep the same attitude through the highs and the lows. So it's been,
of course,
it's been the secret of my youthful look at my advanced age.
Yep. Hey, there's the lovely Adri as well.
Yeah,
excellent.
Adri, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Wow, that just ended there? It just stalled out. Oh wow. Okay, so that's obviously why it's in sections of 3 because that one just cut itself out. So we'll take the part 2 here. Pill does have a great panel software going and personal calls. Okay.
People can probably see you on the stream. They could probably see me. They'll see beautiful Bon Italiana. And that's all that matters.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Let's just go with what let's play the cards how they were dealt.
Exactly that.
Anyway, I'm sorry to hear that you're ill. That's not a good thing.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
It happens. It comes around every every sort of summer for me. I suffer from allergies a little bit, so it catches me a little bit off guard and hits my immune system. So I've been feeling a little bit sick. All the stress from today as well, but
I can't imagine the amount of stress that you not being able to turn on your laptop on so many different levels.
Wait.
Yeah. What's up, my lovelies?
What is playing in the background? Broken Box, another stream was playing in the background.
Because you so much depend on it for your streams, for your communication, and then for this, and so many people. I saw them on the chat. We're supporting you, saying you got this and all that. So.
Oh, I know. That's very kind of everyone. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. I thought I was going to have a meltdown for a second, especially 10 minutes before I realized I had to do a quick restart on the laptop, make sure everything was going to work.
Well, I
and I'm
told
just
you to
watching the little
breathe. You're gonna
spinning
be all
circle,
right.
just like, oh god, no.
I did mention that you're going to be all right. You got to breathe. Hey, one step at a time.
So I want to say something that you're so the people that are new to the stream, to your stream. So, as you know, Bones, as I like to call you, I frequent your stream. Try to stop by at least a couple times a week. And Bon Italiana, which we always call her by her real name, Adriana, is kind of your counterpart on the streams, and she's normally the voice. You know, she's like. She's never on camera. This is a rare moment, and for to have her on camera.
It's good to introduce everybody.
A super sweet soul, and you guys are so. I was I was joking with both of you about your love affair kind of relationship because
Yeah.
you guys are at each other like you've been a married couple for many years sometimes. So it's kind of
Yeah.
funny
It
to see
feels
you
like
guys.
that, and that's a
Yeah,
good thing sometimes.
yeah.
It does feel like that. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hand it to you, Bones, and take it from what you want to do now.
Oh, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Well, it's been a couple of months since obviously we've been able to catch up last time on stream. You know, a lot of exciting things have been happening for Beam. Some sad things for a few other platforms. You know,
Netskis, I'm about to grab that whiskey, man. Actually, make it. Well, I want to get a little ways through this. Give me half a, and then I will pour a whiskey. I just had a coffee. I don't think I should. I can still taste the coffee to not get into the whiskey, but I will. I do want that. I appreciate that.
we've seen the loss of platforms like Trovo's. Sadly, its demise is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, about another week or two.
Live. Sadly, we did lose them as well.
Yep.
With all the new stuff that's been going on, were you concerned at seeing some of these older sort of legacy platforms, I guess, now sort of fade into the past?
It's happy hour.
I am
Nice.
concerned because, as we've stated publicly, a healthy ecosystem for live streaming helps everyone, regardless of how much each platform tries to pull only into their direction. I've given the example before that platforms should be stars, and stars in the sense that you are emanating photons and light.
Interesting
rather
idea.
than black holes where they want to suck everyone into them. I think that platforms like Twitch, and obviously a lot of respect actually to them for their growth and all that.
Of course, obviously.
But what happens, Bones, to these platforms is that if you have a mentality of, good is good enough, people get bored, and I think that the entire industry has suffered from that, where the technology that everyone is using is frankly antiquated. And Beam comes in and starts shaking sort of the foundations of live streaming. Of course, we did it with Beam 1.0, where we started multi-streaming, multi-chat, multi-streaming, uni-chat, uni-titles, uni-viewers. And then we integrated a number of fixes to live streaming. But while we were doing all that,
that's I'm just going to critique as we go, because that's an interesting point. So Angel has just said that to revolutionize the live streaming industry, but the two things he cited aren't revolutionary. Multi-chat and multi-stream has been a thing on Restream.io that is the basis of their product. So I'm not sure, unless he's now going to, tell us why FTL and Beam 2.0 is revolutionary. I got to hit back on that. That's the stuff that Beam 1 has. The only thing different about Beam 1, and it's not revolutionary, but it is different, is that not only do you get those multi-chat and multi-stream options, but you also get a social element. The website has a criteria listing, channel and stream subjects and categories, whereas Restream, you don't get that. You just have your thing, and that's your profile. No one else can see it. That's my take. I'm gonna hit back when I feel it needs to be hit back at.
Theodore Atroshenko, who is the co-founder of Beam and our VP of technology, and myself, we have been working in obscurity for quite a long time. In fact, even before we launched Beam, on trying to advance live streaming and communications online. And what we found, kind of a long answer to your question, what we found is that the protocols are antiquated. I mean, the most recent protocol.
Hey, Flowski, how you doing, man? Over on Kick. FTL isn't new either. The original Beam had it. Glimish had it. Both gone. The original Beam. Original Beam? You mean Beam 1.0, or are you referring to that Casey Neistat Beam thing? Glimish had it. Glimish had, yeah, kind of low latency. I do recall that. Netsky, I'm not sure I noticed any difference on FTL than it was before. Right. I mean, I've said this before, but it's so much quicker on Velora. So Velora already was faster than light, in my opinion. The Microsoft one that died where Ninja was that called Beam, was it? I thought that was called Mixer. Was there one called Beam as well? I missed that.
That's being used, and the best, in my opinion, is WebRTC. And that's a number of issues attached to it beyond the fact that it's kind of a black box and you take it as is and you can't really alter it in any way. So we decided to embrace a protocol that's only exists in draft, and it's called MOC, which means media over quick. And that powers FTL, faster than light technology. So, so to answer your question, I think if you're in
Mixer and Beam were the two names for the same company, I think. It changed names. Oh, is that right? So Beam turned into Mixer. Is Beam not beamstream.gg, but is that Beam anything to do with Casey Neistat's Beam? I think that was spelled B-E-M-E, Be-Me. That's also another, I'm glad you brought this up, man. It's a bit confusing. Like, I don't know why, like, what is the idea of the name Beam? Is this brand, Beamstream? If it's Beamstream, they should always refer to it as Beamstream. If it's Beam, then you're confusing because there already was two Beams. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Okay.
And you're adding new experiences, not only for streamers, but also for the viewers. Because
hello there,
FTL
Tooth Boy,
both the streamer and the viewer. Because
Hendrik, how you doing, man?
There's an old engineering term that latency is distance trapped.
When I first heard it was a little confusing.
And, and we are against latency. Let's put it that way. We want to reduce it to the sub 100 milliseconds.
Sub 100.
When you're innovating, then you have, and people see the results as you have and Adriana have, when
massively,
it's a different experience, right? Because it basically beams FTL works sort of at the margin of thought, meaning, when you think it and you're typing it, and or when you say something, somebody can react right there in the moment. And the future doesn't buffer. I told you that the other day. We want to be at the future side. So we're not concerned for ourselves. We're certainly concerned for a lot of the other smaller platforms that believe that doing the same thing, the same exact way every single day is going to bring success. That model will not work and does not work.
I'm interested, just on that note of super low latency, what do you do with it though? Like, I don't want to toot my own trumpet here, but I feel like we've got this with these, and we were talking about this yesterday, right, with Jim in the chat, the way that you guys can trigger alerts on Velora as a response to what you're hearing me say almost in real time. That is one instance of why low latency is important. But what else can be done with it? Like, let's just fast forward a few months where FTL's in place, it's working fine. Velora is already fast. Now Velora is even faster. What are we going to do with that now that we've got it? I don't know. Like, we're going to have to be creative about it because there's going to be other things that pop up that are going to only be possible with super low latency. Because right now you might argue against the need for it unless people start using it, because he's in a call-in, right? Broken Bone is in a call-in with Angel. Now, the latency in a call-in is virtually zero, right? You can ask a question, he responds immediately. So at that point, and that's been the way forever with call, like with a call, right? And even with the videos, with the Zooms, and what was the one before it went under? Doesn't matter. Other companies do the same kind of thing with Discord. The latency is already there as virtually nothing. In live streaming, we haven't really seen sub-zero latency. And I haven't seen anyone crying out for it because they want to do something with it. Aside from I say something and look in the chat and there's a response quicker. But that's not, that on its own isn't earth-shattering. So I feel like us, you guys, the givers, we've got something already with these alerts. But we can build off of that and something even better can come, I feel. Having cool tech is nice, but it doesn't make people switch platforms by itself. That's kind of, in a long way, what I was trying to say, I suppose. And there has to be a product or a reason, like a compelling reason for someone to say, I'm going to go over to, in this case, Valora, because you can do this. You know what I've always said about like, hey, guys, I recommend you watch on YouTube because you can put it on your big screen, whatever, but I recommend you chat in Kick because you can trigger the alerts. Well, I've pivoted from that and I'm now saying things like, I recommend you should watch in Valora, or you should watch anywhere, but you should chat in Valora simply because you can respond almost instantaneously with these alerts. So everything moves around and changes. I hope Angel's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what he's got, but I hope there's something that the reason we're pushing for faster than light is so that we can do this, this, and this. And we want to see what streamers do with that and how they make it part of their thing. Scooby she runs a competition with people answering correctly. Right, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, True Skins. But she's on Pilled. Does Scooby do a Valora stream though? Did you ever watch a Scooby Boohoo stream? I never watched one, no. She's on Pilled, right?
And
I agree.
And I think that we need to all invest in innovation and bring the best experiences to people.
For obviously anyone listening or any of the viewers that maybe don't have a full understanding of what FTL actually is, can you give us a little breakdown for those who don't really know?
So the term faster than light is an homage to the original beam. So for those of you that haven't been around live streaming for a long time, it's not a term that we invented. It's a term that that the original beam that was purchased by Microsoft.
Here we go.
And then renamed Mixer. So a lot of people will be familiar with Mixer.
We're getting the back in.
That was a term for their technology. And you know, this is now 7-8 years ago, right?
Wow.
So not everybody have fast connectivity. So they introduced WebRTC on their platform rather than HLS, which is the normal, which is a slower protocol. And people were blown away by how fast it was. And but you know, WebRTC, for example, is what we're using right now on Beacon Max, right? So it's fast, and it's, you know, latency of about, depending on how ideal the conditions are.
PBA with the follow. Yo, PBA, thanks for following the Gives a Minute Valora stream. Now, this makes you a giver. Why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content. Me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. So you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street, but you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute Valora stream. Wow. That just popped out of nowhere, didn't it? Pilled one. Did you ever watch? She took a poll, and okay, so yeah, okay. Mainly because the censorship on Valora sucks hard. Netsky's back on that tangent. The censorship. That was retro. I couldn't help myself.
That Adriana is in the Northeast. I'm in Texas, and you're in the UK.
PBA. Hey Gibbs, it's good to see you over here on Valora. Yeah. PBA. Thanks, man. Yeah. I mean, we're watching a beam stream, or we're watching a VOD on Kick from a beam stream. But yeah, man, I'm well and truly loving Valora. It's fantastic. Personal. Hang on, where do we know you from? Sorry if I'm forgetting that. Where do we know each other from?
And the 1.5 seconds, you know, latency, somewhere around there, and that's the normal. That's the speed for Twitch. And for Kick, that uses the same architecture and all others. So once you move into the sub 500 milliseconds, just even there, you start getting incredible speeds, and we improved. So people think FTL of Beam is the
PBA was
same.
also on DLive.
No, it's an
Good.
entire
Okay,
new protocol.
great.
And we decided to call it FTL in homage to that. It's basically almost instantaneous.
Sorry. Even that's confusing. So Angel has just acknowledged that the technology FTL, faster than light, existed for 7 years on the prior iteration of Mixer, as it was known, oddly enough, as Beam. So Beam, before Beam Stream, also had faster than light technology called FTL. Then Beam became Mixer and it went away. Microsoft bought it. It then went away. Angel and Theodore create Beam, stream.gg, call it Beam, and use a technology similar to faster than light and call it faster than light. What is going on with that? Like, why not give it a new name? Why just use the same name? Glimish also used the same tech and called it FTL. Are we dealing with the same people, just in a different, organization? Hi, Rez. How you doing, man? Good to see you, Hi, Rez. I don't know what to say, but it's super confusing. Like, yeah. Does that mean we're going to see another platform pop up in a few weeks called DLive? And they're going to have Lino, like that's the same thing, right? That's what's going on. I think it was open source at one point. People started grabbing it. Oh, maybe, yeah.
Interaction.
He did say that though, right? He said we decided to call it faster than light in honor of them.
In homage to that. It's
an homage.
Think FTL of Beam is the same? No, it's an entire new protocol. And we decided to call it FTL. In homage to that.
So it's an entirely new protocol, but we just gave it the same name. That is, I don't know. That doesn't seem that smart.
Basically, almost instantaneous, interaction between the viewer and the streamer, further than anyone has ever done before.
Yeah, I think anyone who's actually...
If they wanted to pay homage to it, they should have called it, what's faster than light? Nothing, right? They could have called it even faster than light or something like faster still, more faster than light or something.
Yeah, any of the streamers who are watching or anyone who's had a chance to view anyone using the FTL, it is very, very quick. It is a lot faster than what I'd originally anticipated. And I had noticed that it kind of, it had made some of the other platforms that I multi-stream to also a little bit faster.
Time travel, TT.
As well. I didn't know if that was a side effect or whether it's an intended feature of
it's
the
a side
FTL.
effect. It's
light
just
travel.
An echo of how fast things are. So you get a little bit of, faster. Somebody complained to me yesterday that we made Twitch slower. And I'm like, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
The reason why
I used it on my phone and it didn't show that, but then when I went on my laptop, it did make Twitch slower.
Yeah. So it's not that it makes it slower, is that it seems that way because Beam is so much faster. We would never do that. That isn't.
Oh no, I know you would never do that.
Yeah, that's contrary.
It's a side effect.
Yeah. So it's contrary to the way that we see things. So we don't operate with hatred in our hearts or with we compete with ourselves more than with other platforms. We have a different view of the universe. I don't know if it's right or wrong, frankly. I just know that it is how we see the world. We see the entire industry as being one, and the healthier it is, the better for everyone. So
it'll be a healthy ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
everyone
that,
grows together.
It's going to be a healthy ecosystem because if one thing fails, then everything else is going to fail.
Well, it doesn't necessarily work that way, but people start thinking that way, and you're right. They start thinking that everything else is subjective to failure. As I said before, I think that if you're innovating and you're at the cutting edge, people will reward that. They will come. We have seen. So Talking a little bit about FTL, adding one last thing.
Yeah, good point, Flo.
85%
The mentality's rad, but it doesn't pay the bills. Sure.
of the people that are now, so FTL is in beta, right? So I should have said that from the beginning. It's not released for everyone on Beam. We selected about 200 streamers and activated FTL for them. And 85% of those people, no issues whatsoever with FTL. So
no,
anybody,
I wasn't one of them. Mine had issues.
Would anyone would declare victory, would say, okay, that's good enough, let's push it out. We don't operate that way. So we are working with people like yourself, trying to understand why FTL is not consistently on for you. And you should get an email if Theater sends it.
Good point, Flo. If everyone just uses Beam for multi-streaming and nothing else, they don't care about the unique community, how does Beam benefit? Good point, dude. Yeah, I don't know. With that in mind, I would like to see multi-streaming, Valora could take over that and, I don't know, have their own. I don't know.
Since he's in control of our mail server, today from me, saying that we're working on that 15% of those cases. So FTL really changes the game, and it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to live streaming. It's just people just don't know about it yet.
Yeah. I mean, and in reality, you'll have a broad range of different devices that will connect to Beam, for whether it be the multi-streaming services or whether it be to stream directly to Beam. You've got systems obviously like
if they charge for it would make more sense, but free multi-streaming, I don't see how it makes money. Well, they have ad runs, so you have to have a sponsor to use it, and they obviously have a sponsor. They obviously have contracts with Logitech and what's the other one. So there's money coming in.
Which is not the greatest. I have an 8GB RAM laptop with no graphics card, and that still manages to push out to all of the platforms that I go live to with very few issues, bar the issues of the technology itself. Is this feature something that most people will be able to see even down the line?
Yeah, that's a good point, Flo. It doesn't overlay on your stream or output platforms, only on the very few watching on Beam. Yeah, this is true. Yeah. Streaming is all about who is best at bullshit. Oh, wow, okay.
Mobile devices, PlayStation, stuff like that, wherever they'd be streaming from.
So, really hard question.
I didn't hear the question, but I tell you what I want to do. I want to do two things. This is a little odd. I've got to do a poop. I want to do a poop, and I want to also grab whiskey. Can I do both of those things in less than 6 minutes for this surfing clip? I'm going to try and find out. I'll be right back with both of those things taken care of. Quick!
Well, this is a bit of a throwback. This morning I'm riding the 7S Superfish from Global Surf Industries, and I'm not really enjoying how big this thing is. It's a tank. After the toothpick, by the way, the toothpick is getting repaired at Entity Surfboards right here in town, so that'll be out of action for a little while, and I figured I'm not gonna stop surfboarding. I've got the Superfish. I tell you, this thing's causing me, I feel really heavy. I feel really cumbersome. I can't throw this thing around at all. Things like duck diving, just everything's more difficult on a fatter board. I should stop my whinging and just be thankful I have spare boards to ride. Look at that. Ow! About 3 waves ago, I said I hurt my arm. Yeah, I know I smashed it somewhere. I just turned the 7S Superfish upside down and I got an almighty ding. Look at that. Ah, dude, one surf back. This is a fill-in board and I've just ruined it on day one. And my arm is caning. Oh man. Alright, well I better go in, get this thing out of the water. Or maybe I'll try to repair it myself, let it dry out for a few days and give it a repair job.
All right. Apologies for that little pause there, folks. I see you guys are chatting a lot about Valora and PBA looking to come over to Valora.tv. Awesome, man. If this is your new home, that's great. I'm enjoying it here. So I got myself the whiskey. I'm going to crack neat, and then I'm going to add some to the rocks and... Calm down. I'm also going to put the remaining of this Coke in there as well. There's a drop of Coke left. I'll do that too. And then we'll continue watching this stream from Broken Bones talking about faster than light technology over on Beamstream. Yeah, this, for those that are just joining us in the chat, this might be a bit of a boring stream. We're just going through the motions about learning about the new rollout to Beamstream 2.0. The CEO seems like a good guy. Oh, you're talking about Valora. Yeah, that's Corey. Yeah. And I don't want to mislead everybody because we're talking about two things here, Beam and Valora. There's two different platforms. I use both of them, but you might just choose whichever one you like. But yeah, I'd encourage you to you already seem like you're enjoying it over here on Valora as well. Yeah, right. Okay, let's continue on with this stream from, what's his name? Broken Bones. I've used Beam before. You have PBA. Okay, cool. Sorry, I saw you say I'm hoping for a relaxing place to chill. Let me crack this whiskey and play tunes and games. This might be it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really digging Valora, man. Valora seems pretty rad. It's cozy. It's a good vibe over here. I think you're going to love it. Yeah. Yep. Nice work. Let's move on and enjoy this content or this interview with Angel Munoz and Broken Bones.
Very few issues bar the issues of the technology itself. Is this feature something that most people will be able to see even down the line to mobile devices, PlayStation, stuff like that, wherever they'd be streaming from?
So, really hard question. So the next FTL, the next frontier for us after so everything in steps. So let me just say that everything must happen in steps. If people want to know a little bit about the parent company of Beam, they could go to beammediacorp.com.
I heard about that new URL.
A little bit of a background on it. So let me tell you about the steps. The steps first is we have to optimize FTL to the highest number of streamers possible.
All of them, right?
It's going to be 100%, 95%.
It's going to be 100, surely.
There's also user error that occurs once in a while.
Of course.
And then we also learn. We also learn ourselves. Like Theodore was suggesting, and of course you were scared of doing it, and rightfully so, that you may be on SRT. That you may be on SRT and to try RTMP. So, that's something that we just recently discovered that sometimes but you know what Theodore's doing right now? He's working on a fix to bypass anybody that may have SRT turned on. So that's how we operate. We don't see a problem and go, oh, we'll get to it. No, let's solve that. Ultimately, that's the way of lazy people. Is to solve things right away because we can't delay things for the future because we stress out. So in all qualifications being equal, if I have two candidates for a job, if they are equally qualified, I would pick the lazier of them because they do things right away. They don't want to work that hard. So that's that's what we operate as a company. That's number one step. Number two step is
I wouldn't be so sure of that, PBA. No trolls or drama. I wouldn't be so sure of that. That's coming, with people joining the platform and people using it, there's obviously going to come the trolls as well. So just, while it seems pretty good right now, just, hold out.
Phones, although it's slightly delayed, most people, people are divided between Android phones and basically the iPhone or let's call it an iOS device, and two different universes, two different approaches and all that, a lot of work there. So fortunately, Apple has implemented a technology that supports FTL. So we are going to capitalize that. And of course, Chrome has it natively, which is Chromium. Chrome is the browser inside of Androids. So we have to deal with
excellent.
Safari.
Yeah, Flowski, trolls seek feedback, and if it grows, they will be more motivated to be there. Totes. Yep. As sad as that is, that's the truth, man.
You have to deal with Safari.
Kind of sucks,
just
but
so that you know, the universe is really simple.
Yep.
If you're on an iPhone and you're having a web experience and an app, you're on Safari. They don't allow any other browser to go inside of an app. If you're in Chrome, if you're in Android, it's Chrome is the default browser.
Yeah, it's Chrome.
So anyway, that will be step 2, is to get it working. FTL on a phone, very important for us because you want people on the go and all that. And then I have an idea for a new interface that I've been talking to Theodore about for how Beam's going to look like, Beam 2.0 on a phone. It's going to be really cool, I think.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's just a matter of developing and deploying. Then the third aspect is the one about expanding into other platforms, including the PS5 and the Xbox. That's a very high ask. Is he now talking about people that want to stream direct from those gaming platforms? I'm not a gamer, so I don't know about the PlayStations and stuff. But is that what he's talking about? Going live directly from the box? PBA, is that the direction Beam is going? It sounds like it. Yeah, the PlayStations and phone apps, which is, I mean, that's definitely filling a void or a gap that people require. Not me personally, but people do need that direct from gaming consoles. Most gamers that stream from home, like a home studio, would have the game fed into the laptop or into the desktop though, wouldn't they? Or is there a big subset of people that are streaming directly from the gameplay, like from the device? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a gamer, but they're closed environments that are not open to just anyone, and we're small, new, and unknown. And
I don't think there are tons who go direct without a PC. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so either.
Is he works for Microsoft. He can't even help us get to the right person because they just go, who are these people? Beam, never heard of them. Just the one that we bought many years ago.
I'm no gamer either, but I play them poorly.
It's not anything that is a fault of ours, although I would take responsibility if it was. It's just that the systems are closed. We had it working on the PlayStation, and really it doesn't work. So as you and I talked, there's other alternatives like the one that you use for your Xbox. I think that's the way to go, and I would love to talk to El Gato about, which is the right way of pronouncing that, by the way, since it means the cat in Spanish.
I think you got it right.
El Gato means cat.
I don't know if people realize
Italian.
El Gato is the cat. Yeah, it's a great name, by the way.
It is cute. I love that name.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So you have a solution. You can explain it to your audience that it's a capture card, and we want to work with them and sort of make it part of the Beam ecosystem and offer capture cards at a discounted rate.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Nice. That'd be helpful.
Awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still even running on the very original Elgato HD capture card that you could get. It's the oldest one. Anyone who tells you need to buy a new one.
If it works, it works.
If it's not broke, why fix it?
Elgato Cava en la Casa. That's the only Spanish I know. Is that something about the cat in the house? I'll put something out there. I'll make this call. So Angel and Broken Bones are talking, and the other third person, I'm not sure what their name was, but they're talking about faster than light tech. If I could be so bold, I would rather, in the instance of this channel, Broken Bones, I would rather a higher bit rate and a cleaner looking feed than having it sent to me fast but looking bunk. Because to be fair, this quality is pretty heinous, right? Now that he just said he's using the original Elgato HD capture card, that would be capturing at 1080. I'm assuming. I don't think it'd be 720. I think it'd be 1080 by that point. We need a better quality ingest, more than we need a faster ingest, I think. That's my take on it. Anyway.
You know, I've learned the hard way that new is not necessarily better when it comes to technology.
Oh no, the cat pooed in the house. Yeah, of course, Kava. I know that from the Faith No More song, Cuckoo for Kaka. Wait, Kaka? Kava. Wait, I don't know what I'm saying. Rewind, cancel that. I don't know where I'm throwing myself. Okay, cool.
So
No.
I have moved to newer systems and a lot of different things. And sometimes I live to, you know, you pay a price, right? So things, I wouldn't say regret it because I never regret having like the shiniest new thing. That will be kind of
Oh, of course, yeah.
fake of me to say
Yes.
that. But I would say
Yeah.
that it does, it sometimes it comes at a price and you compromise in some things. So if it works, you have your toaster, which is your laptop that you've that thing
Yep.
that thing has 300,000 miles on it, and I meant that as a friend for a friend
Still
of mine
chugging
that's
on.
watching the stream that's gonna get a laugh out of that. And since our car is about to cross 300,000 miles, and so
Oh.
you have 300,000
Hey, if it's still
miles
going.
on
Congratulations to them both.
yeah, on that
Mm-hmm.
laptop, you know, it's starting to give you signs that it's not it's not going to survive that long. It's starting to complain to you, hey man. So
It will spontaneously combust one day.
well, you
It
keep
will
on
just.
saying that, man. I remember.
If that occurs,
I'm
it'll be
waiting
on
for it to
stream, so
happen.
it's some content that we could see and explain.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
we have
thing,
to clip
yeah.
it. We have to clip it.
Yeah, I
That's it.
know.
I'll have to get my phone out
Yeah,
and
we have
grab
to
that as
clip
fast
that.
as
We're
possible.
gonna go.
Look what happened.
You know that he
Certainly
will lose.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, Adriana, you know that he will lose.
Sorry, Flo, I didn't see that. You said his cam looks stretched horizontally, unless it's just an illusion. It kind of does look like it's. Yeah, you're right. It looks like it could be 4:3 stretched into 16:9. Yeah, you're right. It might not be 4:3. Dale, this feels very amateurish for a CEO interview. It is a bit of a shame. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, look, tech is hard. We all know. He is talking to the CEO of a platform, though, and it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. It's better than not having it. But I agree with what you're saying.
Lose his mind. If it starts burning, he will lose.
It already
his
caught on
mind.
fire before.
Oh my
It already
God.
has.
It's
Oh wow.
got
Okay.
scorch marks up the back of it. It's actually got scorch marks
Yeah, but
up
the
the back
day
of
that
it.
it actually dies, he'll have a field day and he'll call me and be like, I can't stream. And he'll lose it. He'll lose everything. His
It'd
marbles.
probably be a small weight off my mind. I'll actually have to get something new.
Yeah, you'll lose
You
your
know, I'll
marbles.
be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, you know
Bite
what?
the bullet.
People should subscribe to your channel. They should donate. They should give you embers. You should become an ember millionaire, like I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Fill my boots.
and
until
then-
Hendrik, better than good things are coming. That's true. That's true. Flowski, I don't really mind the amateurish stuff. It's part of the streaming world. Yep. Yeah. Yep. No. I don't know. We're talking about some incredible tech, and we're learning about it on something that looks like, to be frank, was shot in the mid-90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing I'm saying here. I'm not poo-pooing it, but I'm kind of poo-pooing it.
You'll be able to afford your laptop, like maybe a Razer laptop, which I
Oh
think
my
they're
God.
beautiful. I think they're just beautiful laptops.
Something more than 8
I know
gigabytes.
there's so many nice ones out there.
Yeah. you know
Anything
who
more
has
than that.
one?
I think my phone's
I
got
think
more
they
than that.
have two of them as Theodore. He uses, I don't know if he has his original one is still working. He may still be punishing that old one. And then he has a
Oh.
new one that's probably
Well, him too.
4 years old now, so it's not that new. And then Alexander PCs recently upgraded my PC.
Netsky, what's better than instant thing is platforms like a little latency if people go bad? Yeah, we've gone down that avenue. Yeah, that's true. That is true. A little buffer to remove awkward potentials. Yeah. It's obvious that they are friends. They probably have the rapport to cause the interview to happen. Possibly. We don't know if they're mates. We don't know.
So I gifted.
Oh, nice.
I mean, they
my
obviously
old
have spoken
PC,
before.
And now I think he's on it now. So he's finally joined the world of actually a desktop PC rather than being on a laptop.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. A tower PC, yeah, that's a long dream away.
Get the
That's
colorful
way in the
tower.
distance.
Well, he's in Spain and you're in the UK. You should fly out there to Valencia and go, hey, let me use your PC.
Yeah, let me borrow the PC
I mean,
quickly.
your family
Come
does
on,
go
hurry up.
to Spain sometimes.
The CEO, Angel, he frequents Broken Bone stream 2 times. Yeah, I'd call them friends. Yeah. No, because I mean, he's watching the content on his platform. He wants to support, of course. Talkback Radio has about 20-second latency on live for that purpose. Right. Yep.
Go with them, and then I gotta go visit a friend.
That's eventually where me and Adriana may end up meeting, is either in Spain or Italy. It's
That'll
a nice
be
little
fantastic. Yeah,
midway
Italy
place.
will be better.
Yeah.
Does raise an interesting. Sorry, just to cut off for a second. That does raise an interesting conundrum of sorts. Let's just say faster than light technology is. We go forward 2 years and it's mainstream across the board. Every platform's using it. Every streaming platform has sub-zero latency where you can engage immediately with the chat and they can respond. So that would then put the onus on the platforms to be more proemptive on, like censoring things. So let's say, because I got stung yesterday on Twitch for sexualized content. Now you all know the update. They made a mistake and there was no sexualized content. However, what if someone that I didn't even see had written some filth in the chat and it went live on my broadcast? Well, that is an offense that I can be banned for. If someone in the chat posts the crap, I'm the one responsible. However, if everyone's using FTL and it's sub-second latency and it's all happening, they're going to have to change their terms of service because it's not physically possible for the streamer to cover all bases. It's just not. There's no way you're going to be able to do that. So I don't know. Does that mean that the game changes when latency becomes the idea of latency, when that isn't even a thing, right? When it's just like, no, I'm doing this in Australia and you're seeing it in Valencia, Spain instantly. When that happens, that's how I'm going to feel. When that happens at the speed of light, the game changes, right? The rules have to change. I've always hated slow latency for many reasons. Ruins any flow to a convo. This is true. I'm amazed at how the low latency I was on Valora, maybe 2 to 3 seconds. It's less than that, but it's rad. Yeah.
Italiana.
Yeah, I have a lot of family there. And then I got to just hop over to England. It's a lot closer to Italy.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's what's happening on the front of this is a very exciting time for us.
This is reality.
This is reality.
I can't
Thanks, Russell.
Repress my enthusiasm about where we're at.
This is reality.
I remember when Theodore showed me 4.5 months ago our technology finally working. For people that don't know, Theodore and I, we may be in the spectrum because we get an idea in our heads and we'll work for years trying to make that idea.
Music streamers and gamers.
At ID Digital Agency, we're not perfect, but we're aware. You can listen to a past episode or get in touch with us over.
I have nothing else to do, so let's have a little fun, right?
We worked for 5.5 years. Non-stop, and I was on a call with the chairman of the board.
Sorry, Flosky. Music streamers and gamers will never have immediate chat because they're doing stuff and only check on chat during breaks. Well, that's going to change the game again, isn't it? Because having such low latency is going to mean streamers like PewDiePie that don't engage the chat will now have no excuse not to engage the chat. Remember when I poo-pooed PewDiePie way back when? I'm like, this guy doesn't even respond. There's a kid. Remember there was like kids dropping ninja guineas in PewDiePie's chat. He's not even acknowledging it. Like this kid probably saved up his pocket money for like 7 months to be able to donate the biggest donation. Dude, it was Ninjet. We saw a Ninjet in his chat and he just breezed right past it. I'm like, how do you know that wasn't a kid, like a fan of yours? Maybe they stole their mother's credit card and bought a whole bunch. Or they put their pocket money together to donate to their favorite streamer, and you didn't even say anything? No arguing today. You guys, stop trying to take shots at me. Problems. Oh, feistiness in the chat. I love it. You guys.
The parent
in the red corner.
This morning.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, that has to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Theater went from being
In the
a
left corner.
200-pound person to being 150 pounds.
Good on him.
Yeah, I did it on
Congratulations, Theodore.
purpose. I was 250 pounds, and now I'm 190. So
Congratulations.
Looking great, by the way,
189.
as well. Angel, looking great.
Yeah,
as
no,
always.
thank you. But Jesus, I don't know.
That's a lot of working.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of patience.
We see you. Gives it a minute.
It was truly
We see you.
sort of a purgatory experience.
Thank you, Netsky.
It was.
We see you.
You know, when I was in it, it felt like hell. We both were stressed out. We were sometimes at
Gives it a
each other
minute.
saying
I love that he got my
nonsense
handle
stuff.
wrong.
He was impatient. I was impatient.
He did that intentionally.
Theater have such
If anyone knows the H3 podcast and they know Ethan Klein, he read that and he intentionally said it wrong. 100%. I'll go on record. I don't know, but I'll go on record and say I know, even though I don't know. He looked at it and went, it's called Gives a Minute. How can I fuck that up intentionally? We see you gives it a minute.
I wrote that script.
There
was a script, yeah.
Together. And we pursued it and pursued it and pursued it. And he finally said, Angel, you need to see this. And he showed me not only FTL working, but he showed me what it could do, because that's another layer that we can talk about later.
Talk about it now.
And I was floored. And I said, Theodore, you just changed the world. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of cool.
No, but faster than light technology, as you said, Angel, has been around for 7 years on Beam before it was bought by Microsoft and turned into Mixer. So what are the things, what is it going to give us? Like faster than light technology, so it's instantaneous. What are the things that are going to piggyback off of that and make that? It's like saying broadband internet, like, you know, fiber optic internet is so rad because we can now do this and this and this. What is the this and this and this that streaming can do? Streamers can do.
Maybe. And then maybe 2 or 3 weeks
So far, this interview is less than awesome. Just saying, yeah.
He's very engineered.
This is not very awesome.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it. This kind of changes the world. You're right. This kind of
Don't get me wrong. I'm frothing at this, but I'm wondering if there's anybody else that's got great ideas that is relying on faster than light technology to be a thing. I can't do this because the latency is so low. That's what I'm wondering. I'm seeing musicians jamming together, right? If you have a DAW, you could virtually plug in an instrument into the streaming platform, and then I could receive it in my DAW and we could jam together. That's what I'm thinking with low latency. Is that going to happen? Probably not yet.
Take a moment to sink in, yeah.
But this
Oh, Flowski, hopefully it's not an omen. So far, every platform who has implemented FTL has died. Yeah.
We're the first company ever to deploy this technology. So nothing don't. So it's, you know.
Wait. Angel just said they're the first company to deploy the tech. You also said earlier you weren't. You also said Beam.1 did it, and then Mixer did it, and then you did it and called it the same thing as an homage to them. So
Space, the final frontier.
Nice.
To Beam, as I said earlier, we called it FTL.
Yeah.
But this is not the same technology. So this is not WebRTC. This is Mach, which is a lot harder. There's no one in the world, none of the big companies, no one has deployed
so it's not the
anything
exact same. It's faster than the faster one.
to the public as we just did.
Okay.
I mean, I've always said for a long time, there is no sweeter victory than one that you actually work hard for. And it's good to see that, you know, after putting so much time and effort in, the results that are coming from it. You know, not only the results you've seen in the first couple of years now, but what is still to come.
Harder for me. You're first of all, you're absolutely correct. The
MOQ is what Corey's using.
Victory.
I believe
over
they've got their own
time
thing.
Is such an incredible, powerful experience.
He implied it was
going
WebRTC.
through it, I kept
No, he said that's the standard. He said we're not using that. But yeah, Dale, sorry, Flowski, that was to answer yours. But Dale, let's not talk about things, you know.
that failure was what's going to be the end result. And
Angel just said MOQ, did he? Okay.
And Theodore both are wired so weirdly. We just continue to persist in making this technology work, in spite the fact that everything about it told us, you know, it won't work. Use WebRTC like everybody else, and you'll be fine. And
what's MOQ?
RTC because
you're on your own, Dale.
Black box. We can't really make it work the way we want it.
Never mind. Yeah, you're on your own.
Accept the standard. So going to a proposed standard or draft standard allows us the flexibility to do whatever we want with it, and that's what FTL, which is faster than light technology, is.
It's where I've you see it in a lot of different areas as well. How companies can end up stagnating. You see it in the gaming area where people back in the day used to develop their own game engines, and now everyone just uses
Unreal.
Unreal 5. Unreal 5, and then they complain that nobody knows how to use it that well because it's not their engine. But then it stagnates development, which is why you don't see much change. I happen to
really like the Unreal Engine personally. Plus,
it's a great engine
because it's nice and the physics. I'm so used.
You know what we need to be able to do? That took too long to find crickets. We need to either be able to organize them alphabetically or search there. Media over quick, media over quick, open standard being developed by the IETF to unify real-time low latency streaming and scalable video delivery onto a single protocol.
Used to them when I see the Unreal Engine logo on a game.
Yeah, searching the way it currently is done doesn't work well. Yeah, that has to be changed, dude. We're referring to triggering those alerts. You've got to go into the chat, click the button, flick through them until you find the one you want. They need to either be able to.
It's all about the phrasing of the question.
That's correct. The phrasing of the question is important, Mr. Trump. We need to be able to select. We need to be able to just go put them in alphabetical, A through Z, or actually that and a little search bar, or start typing and it comes up. / start typing.
Kind of, it's a relaxing moment for us because I know how the mechanics, I know how it's going to feel. But you're right that when everybody basically pursues the same.
By the way, just a slight pause here for a second. Coming up in a few. Hey Siri, what time is it in Florida?
It's 2:56 in Tallahassee, Florida.
It's 2:56 a.m. in Tallahassee. That means. Actually, I can do this. That means...
Is it our birthday?
No, but it is Dale's birthday. Happy fucking birthday, Dale. Happy birthday. What are you, 33? 37. No, that's too low. 39, man. 39. Happy birthday, man. It's Dale's birthday today. Everybody give him a round of applause. I can crank that up to a little round of applause for passing another year. Well played. Give it up for the Dale. He's getting older. He's getting older. There's no way you can get around that. You're getting old, man.
This is reality.
This is reality. This is reality. Nice one. Happy birthday, dude. You old bastard.
Solution, stagnation.
Actually, I don't know how old you are, to be fair.
And may he rest in peace.
You could be 60.
Told me a long
and I wouldn't hold that
ago
against you.
That the easiest way
okay,
to
boomer
dog is when you stop learning new tricks. And I think that I've taken that to heart because we're constantly innovating on Beam. So we as I hear all the time from our streamers, in fact, some of our viewers too, that tell us, you guys, it's like a breath of fresh air to live streaming, that you guys are pushing the envelope.
I'm looking forward to yelling at the kids on my lawn so I can go fishing. I want to mow the lawn and go fishing. You know, I'd love to find that video because we only watched that once.
I want to mow the lawn and go fishing.
We only watched that clip once and we pulled that out of it, and that's part of my channel. That's part of the lore of the channel. I want to go back and find that media interview. It was about COVID, right? Or was it about the bushfires? I think it was about the bushfires. Or was it COVID? He's saying, I'm stuck here and I'm locked down, and you and I, we all want the same thing. Like I want to mow the lawn and go fishing, but I'm not allowed to because I'm locked down. There's going to be more in there that we can probably pull. I just don't remember where it was. Like how did that come about? PBA gives, are you in Oz or New Zealand? I always thought you were an American until this morning. No. Don't answer that? Oh, okay. I won't then. Fuck you, man. Ask me a question, then unask it. Don't want to dox yourself. No. I'm an Australian, dude. I don't mind. Like, people that know me, I'm on the east coast of Australia, a couple of hours to the south of Sydney, a beautiful part of this country called... Yeah, scared the shit out of me with that. A beautiful part of the country called the Jervis Bay area, or Jervis Bay, however you want to say it. Jervis Bay, South Coast, New South Wales. Pretty fortunate. Born and bred in Sydney, Australia, but moved around a lot and find the South Coast my home these days. And yeah, you guys get to see a lot of it. In fact, I did a stream yesterday for 8.5 hours at a beautiful lookout called George Boyd Lookout. And you guys all came with me. We hung out there. We had a great evening streaming and, sunset and hanging out. Good times. Yeah. Coming up in 2 more weeks, I'm going to do a road trip down south, or south and inland, to go to catch up with Doug and his family in a place called Lake Jindabyne. This is it's kind of like the snow resort area of Australia. We do get snow over here. It's kind of strange. It's probably a bit too early. What is it, May? Or maybe there'll be a bit of snow around. But either way, Doug's going to be there with his family and he's invited me down. I'm going to do a road trip. I'm going to go camping 2 nights. I'm going to pull up on the way from here, pull up for 2 nights. Then I'm going to go through Canberra, which is our nation's capital. Can you believe it? Sydney is not our capital. Sydney is the biggest city in the country, most famous. Opera House, Harbour Bridge, beautiful views and scenes, Bondi Beach, all that other cool stuff. Our nation's capital is an inland town with not a lot around it, but it's called Canberra. I'm going to go via there. Then I'm going to continue on down to Lake Jindabyne, and you guys will come with me. Man, there might be some alcohol in this whiskey. I'm feeling like 47s. How many alcohols are in here? 46 alcohols in here. Yeah, I'm getting a little Sunday afternoon buzz here. Loving it. We've got about another half an hour here, folks. We'll probably keep another half hour, then I got to go and cook a barbecue for the family. I'm on barbecue duties.
The nature of how Theodore and I are. And
I don't feel like we're missing anything here, though. Like, this is a bit of a waffle interview. It's not like, no offense, Angel. I love Beam. I love what you're doing. You haven't blown me away here. Not really.
And, Theodore and I...
Netsky, Adelaide might be a good place to live, Gives. Are you winding me up, dude? Netsky, can I just stop for a second? Sorry, Broken Bone. Netsky, you're trolling, right? You've been trolling me for a few weeks now. You're just trying to G me up to get things... You know me. You know about Adelaide, right? Don't make me come in there, man. Don't make me come in there. I'll come in there. No, I was just thinking it looks way good. Come on, dude. You've been in my chat for like 5 years. You know about Adelaide and me. You're just winding me up, dude. How many times do we talk about Tracer? How many times do we talk about my previous life? You're winding me up. And it's working. It's working. Successfully trolled. Yeah. That doesn't normally get to me, but it did then. There. All right. You can have it.
Programmed a...
just know that you're wrong.
Well, he programmed it. I told him. So,
yeah.
Okay, but before we go any further, Netskis, if you're saying you're not trolling me, and he persists, exactly, Dale, how long have you been in my community for? Just answer me that. Just give me the hot take. How long have you been in the Gives a Minute community in total? Just tell me that.
That's the wife that says, "Yeah, I always cook. You cook. You have a housekeeper." Well, I told her what to do.
Yeah. No. Don't answer me with many years. I want the freaking number, dude. Give me the number. How many years? How many is many?
G Tribe, which is a social media network that Theodore and I, still are involved with, and developed from scratch. Has over 1 million lines of code, and it was way ahead of any other social media network in a lot of different respects, and still is.
Flosky, I knew you lived in Adelaide, but I don't remember there were bad feelings. No, there's no bad feelings. No bad feelings. Man, Netskis, what part of me asking for a number are you not hearing? You haven't given me a number yet. Before COVID, probably by at least give me the number. Am I a politician? Am I not asking the accurate question? I want you to tell me in number form how many years you've been in this community. Just give me the number between 0 and 9, I guess. But Flosky, yeah, you're right. There's no bad feelings between Adelaide and me. No, I've lived there for on and off. I've lived there twice, and I go there all the time. I've got good friends. There's nothing more to be said about it. It's rad. My point here is that I believe Netsky knows that, but for some reason he wants to just make a thing of it. I feel like it's a low form troll, right? It's a low level troll. I'm not too sure why. Netsky's been on my case for a little while. Pretty much since D-Live died, Netsky has been kind of digging a little trench to kind of like keep sliding under there somehow. I'm not sure what I did to deserve it. Probably something I don't know of, but math is hard at this time, but it must be at least 8 years. Okay. Thank you for not saying the number, but just writing a whole spiel. I just asked for one number. Anyway, I got it. 8 years. There is no way plausible that you cannot know that I've lived in Adelaide. If you've been in this community for 8 years, you know I've lived there. You know I've been back 8 times, I guess, maybe more in that 8 years. So don't come at me with a troll like that. Or if you're going to troll me, think more about it. Think harder about it before you troll me, because that's not going to work. I'm seeing straight through you, man.
13 years. Somebody will know in chat. And
I see right through you, man.
Look, hold on one second. I'll tell you.
I want to tell you how it feels.
Let's see. G Tribe.
Man, Broken Bone smokes cigarettes.
2014.
You see that, dudes?
Time flies.
Let me look. Hold on one second. I'll tell you.
You serious?
Let's see.
You smoke cigarettes in 2026? You smoke cigarettes? What is wrong with you? Why don't you just cut off part of your body at the same time? Smoking, okay, I'm drinking alcohol, but smoking cigarettes, man, it's so bad for you.
E-Tribe was launched in 2014.
I do know, but why are you not loving there? Why am I not living there? I have a house over there. I have a house in Adelaide. I choose not to live there. Let it go. I'm not trolling. I mean, look, I don't live in Adelaide. I have lived in Adelaide. I've got good friends there. I've got a good network. Well,
gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang!
Excellent timing.
This is gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang! Gang bang!
I choose not to live in Adelaide, but I'm very fond of that city. I have a house there. Everything is fine. I thought you said you had a section there, is all. A section? The fuck does that mean? I had a section? I had a section in Adelaide? What does that even mean? Okay.
So, wow, that's a long time.
As in land? No, I have a house in Adelaide. I don't have I have a house. No, I have a house, a unit. I have a unit in Adelaide. Yep.
So anyway, yeah, so that has about 6 million members on there. We have not really marketed.
Holy moly!
We haven't marketed Beam to them, and then we have Beacon Max that's now fused into Beam that has about 500,000 accounts in it, which we still had keep them separated, but we're going to unite them both and have just one experience. So Beam will go from having 270. Well, I said 500. It's 500 and something. Right. I think it's 525. So Theater, if you're on, correct me. And so if it has 525, that makes Beam, when we do it, will have 800,000 accounts. And when we fuse, G Tribe in the ways that we are intelligently thinking without violating the nature of the community, that brings about 6 million more accounts into Beam. So
wow.
That is quite. That is going to be. I assume that's down the line. Obviously, that's not something where any of us going to be seeing this year.
It could.
Not meaning to be a dick. I just didn't get the facts. Okay. I mean, look. I'll do this because it seems entertaining, and this interview is not really giving as much, but I'll do this for Netsky's sake. So yeah, there was a time in my life when Adelaide, the city in South Australia, meant a lot to me, and it still does. And I quite often go over there for different things, this and that. All that stuff's on my channel. Like I document it all and I post it. So this should not be a surprise. But I did have a breakup in 2013 with the person I thought was going to be my wife. And I actually sold. So I had 2 houses in Adelaide and a house in Sydney. And I sold my house in Sydney and I sold one of the houses in Adelaide, and then we bought a house together in the Adelaide Hills. And that all went to crap through combination of problems. The Tracer stuff didn't help, the touring with the band didn't help, but also other things. But that all went away. And out of all the murk of that, and out of all of the upheaval, I came out of it with maintaining the one house in Adelaide. We sold the one in the hills, and I kept the one that I had already a side hustle. And so it's now been 2013, 2023. It's been 13 years since then. And after last night, you saw me talking again about the most current relationship. I've been pretty reluctant to be involved with someone. And so I did find someone last year, around this time last year, and then that all dissolved out and whatever. And so I still have a house in Adelaide. I'm still very fond of Adelaide. I have no intention of living there, but I definitely go back there often for this and that. Yeah. But Netsky, you say this is nice to get it straight. I'm glad you still got an investment. I've still got the investment. It's so sick. Everything's fine. Like there's no drama. I don't think you're being truthful, because we've talked about this extensively on this channel. Like this has come up many, many, many times. If not during normal streams, during the once a year Tracer streams, that's come up there most of the time. Usually once we've had some Jack. Dalesky, personally, it annoys the hell out of me when people online try to pry into my personal life. It's rude. Okay, I've always been an open book, and I'll always, probably to my detriment, I'll just put it all out there. I got nothing to hide, so I don't mind talking it up or telling it. Like I don't mind retelling the stories over again. If anything comes from this kind of, what I consider this a troll, but if anything comes from it, at least you can then go back and look at the last time we talked about this and the time before that and the time before that, and you can put them all together and say, Gibbs is telling the same story over and over again. So this stuff did happen, and you can verify it by each time that we talk about it. It's always the same story. So he's not making shit up. He's always I'm always going to tell you the truth about what happened. And in that instance, which to me feels like there's much more to me than the Adelaide shit. That's so far in the past for me. The most intense shit that's happened to me happened in the last 6 months. Way more than Adelaide. Way more than that. But you want to talk about Adelaide? Okay, fine. I would rather, and you saw this last night, I would rather every now and then dip into what happened more recently to be able to move that past, because I'm so far past Adelaide that it doesn't even factor in. I'm not that far past current or most current in the same regard. And I watched back the stream from last night. I watched it back, and I know we tapped in and we kept tapping back out and tapping in, tapping out. And I was conscious of that. And like, I feel like it's now, like I said, and I said this at the beginning of this stream, we've now been apart longer than we were together. So chronologically, my time single is now longer than my time with that person. So there's definitely a milestone to have passed, and we can keep that milestone and keep moving. Like I said, I'm almost done with this medication shit, and then I'm just going to be like, whatever, right? That was an interesting ride. Yeah. I only saw before you went back to GoVan. Fair enough. Yeah, go back. Yeah, but you can watch the VOD. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. I know we're watching this stream, but I feel like, you know, and by the way, this is what trolls do. Trolls come in and and I don't mind, because I've always said I'd rather a conversation, or I'd rather just be able to sort of merge the content, but trolls always want to change your thing. We were watching this interview. It's actually pretty dull. I'm not really getting much from it, so I don't mind, but Netsky definitely wanted to change the approach here, let's just say. Shall we just, I mean, I've got to wrap up here in 15 anyway. Shall we, I kind of want to finish this lousy pop. My point earlier, trolling comes in many forms. I heard you, Dale, and I agree with you. Yeah. Netsky, I don't watch everything or concentrate on everything. You fucker. Are you seriously saying that in my chat? I don't watch everything or concentrate on everything. Then go back a few weeks ago when you accused me about that shit, saying, how come you don't watch more streamers? How come you're not watching more? All you do is stream yourself. You should watch more. You're now saying you don't do that? That's what you were having to go at me for, man. That's justice. That's poetical justice. Also banned from Adelaide to throw it back into the whole story. Poetical justice. Well, okay, fair call. That is a fair call, dude. You literally slapped me across the face for that. The word is hypocrite. That is hypocritical, Dale, for sure. That's hypocritical. Yeah. But that's what I got accused of. Hendrik, being critical does not necessarily mean being a troll. That's true. That's true too. That's true. Yeah. Flowski, I often miss the video or game content details, like the chat interaction most with streamers. Yeah. I'll always... Oh, that's finally finished, man. Just, if you can gain one thing from my streams, just do not drink that stuff. That is so bad for you. Only drink it if you're going to mix it with some whiskey or something. We're not going to get through any more of this, are we? Let's take 5 more minutes of this and see if there's anything to be gained.
I would think, yeah. I think it could be late this year. The bigger vision here is... I want to be careful what I say. Let me think about it a second.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, of course.
All right. I will share this. Theodore, I'm sorry if I'm violating any issues here. But one of the things that I think is missing in live streaming is the concept of friends.
Oh, interesting.
So social media platforms have friends. Live streaming platforms do not. So we're going to do something about that.
That's intriguing. He's going to make something more social. He wants to hammer the friend thing. Okay, that's kind of cool.
You'll be able. Imagine a world, which, by the way, Beam 2.0 already has. So this is not something fantastical. It's just that I just want to make sure that I don't let too much of the cat out of the.
Yeah,
of course. It's just one of those things that if I let it out of the bag, then people start getting very excited about it, and I just want to go one item at a time. But imagine a universe where you join. You're a viewer. It could be as a viewer, and you join Beam. And Beam tells you what all your friends are watching. And then you can join them watching, and while you're watching a stream, you can talk to each other.
I've seen that.
That is FTL. That is powered by FTL. So only with FTL, something like that is possible. So imagine the idea of friendship, the idea of show me what my friends are watching and seeing every stream that your friends are watching. To
be fair, that doesn't sound like an FTL thing. That sounds like a bandwidth issue. How many streams can you pump into someone's connection? It's more about how big the pipe is, not how fast you can send the shit down the pipe, right? It's about it's about the girth. It's not about how often you I mean, I'm trying to put a metaphor there, but don't you think, like, He's saying that you can log into your platform and see all your friends and what they're all watching. That's not, you don't need to see that at the same time. You need to be able to send all the information. I like Angel, but he's overselling this. He did say this is the first point of a number of points. Maybe we got to continue watching this tomorrow, because I mean, I've got to wrap this up in 5 minutes, but I feel like he said he's got 3 points to make here or something.
A lot of things like that. So I don't want to go too much into it, but expect that we are integrating.
By the way, I'm going to have a quick slash here I'm going to continue listening. I'm going to take a quick slash though.
AI, not as a feature, like that doesn't work. People that integrate AI as a little talking thing on the side is just nonsense, but more as a sub-layer. Think about it as an operating layer. And then an operating layer is all underneath, like FTL is underneath. In what we call instant AI is underneath. All these processes running underneath that from that stem a number of incredible experiences. And as you know, Bones, I recently revealed Beam 2.0 to a group of tech leaders, investment companies, investors, Wall Street traders, CEO of tech companies, presidents of tech companies, professionals,
Okay, pause quickly. So he's mentioned AI, but he's also mentioned AI is not great. He's kind of said we don't want to do an AI bot on the side, but we're using AI for this and that. I feel like there's more. I'm not content here. And by the way, this is number 1 or number 2. Yeah, there's a third one here. Oh, dude. Okay, we have to continue watching this because we're watching this one here, which is the second out of 3. So it looks like Broken Bones had the stream sort of fall over 3 times. We watched the first one. We're now halfway through the second one, but the last one goes for 1 hour and 7. So what we need to do is we need to come back and continue watching this tomorrow. But AI is improving every day. Totally, PBA. Yeah, totes. Flowski, to get a real feel for this, we'd have to see screenshots with features shown. Hard to visualize. Yeah, maybe they do that. We don't know. I know I'm poo-pooing it, and I know I'm being, well, we've been trolled here. We kind of like went on a tangent there. Netsky's wanted to sort of angle. Look, okay. I'm happy to go on tangents and move around and do this and that. I'm always, I want to give this a little bit more of I feel like what it's needing. We need to watch all this. I want to learn about what Angel's got coming. In the first, 34 minutes of this, I don't think we've learnt jack shit. I think it's just been all waffle. But there is another half an hour, and then there's another hour of this. So I am going to come back tomorrow and give this the space that it needs. By then, I won't be having any more whiskey or anything. You know what tomorrow is, though? It's the 18th of May. What? That is what it is. But also, I've got to put Govan in for registration. So I'll do that tomorrow, and then we'll stream. But my current social media avatar is made by AI. It's better than I could do. I love it. Your current social media avatar. Fuck me. So let's get out of here now. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Gloria. Okay. So where are we? I was just busy. Hang on. There's a lot going on. So we're going to wrap it up here, but I'm going to keep this open. I'm going to get a screenshot of that. So we're 34 minutes into that, and then we've also got the other one to go here. That's cool. I'll keep that open. So what we're going to do at this particular juncture, let's find someone to raid on Valoran skins. Do I have a Valora? I got this button I can press. Let's see if this works. I've got Firefox open. I'm going to press a button on my Stream Deck. It's going to bring up, it should bring up a new tab of Valora.tv to the homepage. It should also move it to this monitor, which we can see on screen, and then it should zoom it in a little. Let me see if this works. Press the button. That's so sick, dude. Stream Decks are rad. That is so sweet. And it mutes, and it also muted every other tab. That is so slick, man. So what we want to do here, PBA is live on Valora. Oh shit, let's do PBA. Let's raid PBA. Yeah, of course, man. By the way, that might be zoomed in a little too far for my likings. Let's find PBA. PBA. I'll search for you, man. Search for streamers categories. PBA. I didn't hit the search button. There we go. Can we stream snipe you for a bit, man? Whoa. Whose music is that? Variety music, comic relief, gaming. Ah, man, I can't play that music. I don't want to get slung. Well, first of all, let's do this. I just followed. Can you turn that music off, man? Turn that shit off. I mean, how dare I say turn that shit off? I play all kinds of obscure music on my channel. I don't want to get stung for copyright, though. Is it radio broadcast years ago? I don't want to get stung. Oh, you turned it off. You did turn it off. I get you. I just don't want to get copyright stung, man. So you don't have a mic on, man? You don't talk? How new are you to April 2026?
Oh, I got a mic. I just had it turned off.
There it is. Yeah, sick, man. All right. All right. Man, we're low latency. Yes. We're chatting now, dude.
Yeah, it's like real time.
Kind of, but it will be even quicker if we were together.
Wait, I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, there's going to be echoes. Well, look, we don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do want to see... Wait. Wait, no one's claimed this? I'm claiming it. Oh, you don't have alert set up?
No, I don't have anything set up yet. I'm so new to this.
You got to set it up, man. Dale claimed first to the stream. I claimed second to the stream. You got to get that shit set up, man.
Yeah, I'm playing with my alerts right now. I'm using Social Stream Ninja.
Yes, we've used that. Social Stream.ninja.
Text to speech working on this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't help you with Social Stream.ninja because we tried using it for a while. I found it very resource intense.
I've got the resources on this PC that I built, but
okay,
I just
got a strong machine.
I got to figure it out.
Okay, well, what I'll do, I'll just mute the stream there. But what I'm going to do here, folks, we're going to wrap my stream up, but I'm going to go and give PBA a host. Now, I've fucked this up before. You've got to go to your own channel, and you've got to go down to my chat to do a raid. I thought that was a little unintuitive. Like, I would have thought you would raid from the channel you're watching, but you got to do it from your own channel. And the other night I was so drunk, or not drunk, but I was so drunk. I didn't quite work out how this is done. /raid in the chat. And then space, and you can either copy the person's handle, PBA, and copy that in there. And then it gives me, I've got a 2-minute countdown. See how I've got a 2-minute countdown for a raid on PBA? So that gives me the time to be able to come over here and say, hey, thanks for hanging out with me on the stream. Thank you to NetTV for trolling me once again. I don't know what your deal is, but you really want to give me a good old slap across the face.
What a beautiful group of people you are. Beautiful. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
Thank you, Flo. I'll be live tomorrow. We'll continue on with that Angel Munoz interview from Broken Bones. And again, I just want to thank you all for being with me yesterday on the 8-hour IRL stream. I'm looking forward to more IRL content. and I enjoy doing it, and the tech's there, so we should use it. I got 9 months of Starlink referrals up my wazoo, so we should use it. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, putting Govan in for registration in the morning and then be live with you in the afternoon. Thanks for hanging out with me. And PBA, he says thank you. I haven't hosted yet, man. I'll bring him over, dude. I'll bring him over. We'll wrap this up here, and then I'll pop over there for a little raid skins. Set up your alerts, dude. I was going to drop you some vaults, but not if you don't have alerts set up, man. Set that shit up. Get it together, man. See you yahoos on the flip side as Maximus. Got my crew behind me. Where? Watch out. Stop behind. Who's behind me? Don't forget to farkle in your own chat and host a launch. There we go. PBA.
Oh, dang, thanks guys. I've got to learn so much on this platform, but I'm liking the platform a lot.